And welcome to episode 7 of Campaigns of the Plains, season 2.
Yeah.
Campaigns, seasons, whatever you want to name it.
That enthusiasm at post.
Yes, there we
Just
go.
in the back, just audio of people being like,
The light clap.
Guys, the point in all of this
Canned audience.
depict it.
Sure, we can find some room in the budget.
Yes, we'll just squeeze that right on in then. Anyway, who would like to recap last week's episode?
oh boy, did I take notes? Let's find out. I got you. Oh, boy.
You sure?
There are 3 different colors.
I hope you're doing it by episode.
Well, I think the first 2 colors were the first episode. Earlier.
Are you color coding episodes?
That?
It's probably a good idea.
No, I just
Since we're doing-
part of a color. I switched to a new color.
I color code.
Did we have link pearls?
No.
Not-
We do.
Not at the beginning of the episode.
Oh god, it's the first. No, it's the second. Guys, I'm
What?
confused. Did we go to the bookstore this that episode?
You went to the bookstore for the second episode, yes.
Okay.
Sorry, folks, we record 2 episodes, breaking the illusion. We record 2 episodes every time we
We
meet.
just all wear the same clothes 2 weeks in a row every time.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, they figured it out now. Come on.
Okay, so
The podcast. Yeah.
That's
did we
fair.
meet Daddy Cleric? Yeah, that was the first episode. Daddy Cleric, that
Yes.
was the first episode. Okay.
What? Oh, Brutus, yes.
We went to a
Oh, Daddy
bookstore.
Cleric.
It's-
So,
We went to a bookstore. I got some books. Wait, what is this?
everybody liked
Oh, that was still that episode 3 because this is about Becky went on a trip.
Oh, God, that's right. She stole a throw pillow.
Oh, yeah.
In the cubby hole.
Sorry, guys. One of these days, I will
Oh, really?
Yeah, she put it
do
in.
something what my books look like, so you can try to decipher them yourself. It'll be a real fun game.
We'll let you fill out the wiki for us.
Don't let you mean me. Don't let me fill out the wiki. It'd be really bad. Okay, we got link pearls in the last episode, and in this episode, we went to get our ears pierced because I tried to pierce our ears, and I only did good on my ear.
Oh, God, that's right. Yep.
And then we all went to the jewelry store, except for Marquies, and got some jewelry. Becky was severely tempted by a cursed story black pearl.
Yep.
But we didn't buy it. But she said she'd be back. Marquies went and did things that I'm not aware of, but I think he got reverse robbed.
He was given a gift.
Yes.
Yes, those are what those called.
Yep.
Not
So
reverse rob, designer.
I don't know. I don't remember what happened.
yeah, he got reverse robbed.
Your friend gave him some books.
Yeah, because he signed.
Yeah. Oh,
Because
yeah.
he signed an autograph for them that I told him he should do. So I'm the reason he got reverse robbed.
He was Easter Bunny.
Yeah, he was Easter Bunny. Yeah.
Which
Are
is something
they-
we should probably do. We should Easter Bunny people.
Is that a sex move or?
Whoa.
Yeah, you shove Easter eggs up someone's orifice.
I mean,
It
it
is.
could be a Vera thing.
Oh, shit.
Bookstore, and I bought all available autobiographies of Marquies,
Which there were 8 volumes.
copies each. No, there were 5. You said there were
Oh,
5.
yeah, 5 and 10.
But I bought 2 each because Mama needs some too.
Yeah.
If I see her, if we see her. And then we got an Aeon encyclopedia. We got 20 Marquies bookmarks.
Yes, you did.
We went to the far plane and Marquies got rejected like a bad date. Oh,
I
really?
amazing.
Ouch.
Oh,
Big oof. F in the chat, folks.
Can't even pick my sorrows. This is Mountain Dew.
hey, but guys, Christian single hit him up.
Not. Maybe not guys.
Hey, guys is a broad term. Hey, ladies.
There you go.
Christian single hit him up.
Okay.
Sorry guys, I've got a lot of caffeine today.
Anyway.
That's the last thing I wrote. We were heading back to the cubby hole for the night. We bought some supplies.
Anybody want to clean that up?
Very clean. Very
It
clean.
seemed pretty solid, actually. It was very,
Milos is royalty?
Oh yeah!
oh,
He's
fuck,
a
I missed things.
Technically, my aunt is the queen, so my family is royalty. I'm not a pin.
Yo, that means your grandpappy or your grandmammy was also the king, queen, something or another.
That's not how royalty works.
He's just the new dude. He's legit would be like a dude, right?
Yeah.
Duke, he could be a baron.
Maybe.
Hopefully you're a baron duke, then you won't have any kids.
Oh.
That
Oh.
was a pun, y'all.
Yeah, no, Alysia did a really good job.
Okay.
Compared to some of the early notes, were
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't even name these notes. Oh, these notes are called the cubby hole.
Yeah.
From two episodes ago, yeah.
Well, I only put them on. I should take notes for every
Episode, you should.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to start doing that now. Somebody
Okay.
remind me.
I'll write it in my episode notes.
There you go. All right. Well, yeah. Okay. We're gonna accept those notes. Those are accepted. Okay. All right. So you guys did stay another night at the cubby hole.
I named the last notes. All my friends are dead.
Oh.
Oh. So were they?
What?
She had one friend.
Oh.
It
We're not your
became
friends.
Aeon.
He's just Aeon now. Oh boy.
But you got new friends
I
now.
got new. Well, that's to be determined. I've only known
You
these
Dirk.
people for a few days.
Dirk
Dirk's
is
my friend.
Fuck your friend.
Poppy's my friend. Fuck the people.
There's a new Dirk too. I don't remember what that thing's called.
We haven't met that one yet.
Yeah.
You haven't met that one yet.
Yep.
There's also a new Poppy, but he's not coming out for a while. I got to process him.
Different kind of poppy.
Was he your puppy?
Oh.
Was he your puppy?
No.
Not that kind of poppy.
Not
No,
that
he's
kind
not
of
your papa.
Poppy.
He was your puppy.
No, her dad's dead too, but
Yeah.
because we went and saw him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys
In the
went.
bar
That's a
plan.
different kind of Poppy.
Yeah.
There are a lot of different versions that Poppy could be.
It really could be. Anyway, so yeah, you guys did get supplies. Asher had them delivered to the cubby hole, so you guys have trail rations each for a week. So you guys are good there. And
Oh man, I hope you remember to get vegetarian options.
No, it's just beef sticks.
it's just beef sticks.
He's just jerky.
Shit!
All right,
Jerky.
jerky.
Can't eat my kid!
That'd be really weird. Anyway, so we'll call it about nighttime. You guys are fed by the staff of the cubby hole, and you have your room back again for everybody to sleep in. So, is there anything special you'd like to do before you lay down for the evening? There was a lot
I
of
do believe Ellie wanted to have words with Marquies
Mhm.
Yeah.
about his condition.
He's legit just hoping that doesn't come up.
Hey, Marquies!
Fuck.
He's on the table like,
You just go like and lean up on the table next to him like this. Hey, can we talk?
About
Well, you know, recent events.
really hoping you would bring up something else.
Well, if you want to talk about something else first, we can do that, because what I want to talk about might be a hard conversation.
Well, it might just be easy to rip the Band-Aid off.
What's a Band-Aid?
It's a it's a figure of speech.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, do you want to do it in front of everybody, or do you want to do it in private?
Where is this going? As you hear Joker silently, like, next to you, like, paying attention, all of a sudden he's there.
Honestly, I have no idea.
Oh, look, it's the seventh wheel.
Hello, everyone. What are we talking about?
Marquies and I were going to do things in private.
This isn't a very private room.
You should not.
But that's what was going to. Well, you didn't say if you wanted to do things in private. We can do things in front of all of our friends.
The choice of words.
This is the room to do it in, I would say.
We could do it on the bed. It spins. That might make you feel a little better.
It's just, this isn't. It's worse.
I always feel like it's better to do hard things when.
Keeping this up. That was totally not intentional.
Okay.
You filthy animals.
Filthy animals all around. What happens in the cubbyhole stays in the cubbyhole.
Doing so good at keeping my composure, Christian.
Oh boy. All right.
Also said in the cubby.
Okay. Sorry, that was unintentional. What was I saying?
It's easier to do hard things when you do it in a fun way.
Yo, okay. Do I have an accent? I don't remember.
I think it's slightly British, you know.
No, I thought you were a Serbian, but
Oh, not this one. That was the last one.
I don't remember if you have an accent either. I'm just slightly higher pitch.
I don't know. You seem like you have some idea as to what was actually going on. I have none.
Well, have you died recently?
that's funny.
Wow, that's an interesting question. Not recently, no.
How old are you? Do you remember your whole life?
I don't remember how old I am. I want to say roughly 40s, maybe 50s.
You don't know how old you are?
I've forgotten, and I
But do you remember?
remember what?
Every moment of your life.
Can you actually tell me anyone who does remember every moment?
No.
How does that help?
So you haven't died recently.
Not recently.
Have you ever died? Or been very near death and think you survived?
So, yes, I did die.
You're an unsent.
Okay, well, that seems very offensive to somebody who has a better understanding of that. But also,
No, that's why
can you be...
the far plane didn't let you go in and it hurt, right?
But I'm alive.
No, you're not.
That doesn't make sense.
You're
I'm here.
I don't remember what it means to be unsent. I need some DM explanations.
So what you know what? I'm gonna make you roll for it. Let's have a history check.
Odd.
See what you remember about your father's teachings on unsent.
5.
People that have died sometimes come back and they don't remember the death. It's about as much as you can remember off the top of your head.
Maybe when you came back from being dead, all of your soul didn't come with you. Maybe you need a soul to get into the far plane and hurt because some part of it's already there.
How much knowledge do you think there is about this? Because not only do I remember some of the other life, but I remember things.
We shouldn't tell anyone that you're unsent. They'll try to send you.
Well,
unsent are bad. Well, they're not bad, but they could become like the bear that wasn't a bear that didn't want to fight.
This is part of why nobody knows.
We're going to the Garuda Temple. Reese's father is there, and I can trust him. I think that he could give you more information because he used to be a very powerful summoner. He's just local now because he's old, but he might be able to give you more information.
Okay.
When my father was teaching me, well, I'm not a good listener. And there were birds that day, and they were building a nest. And it was so magical. And even they can be sent, all living things. So.
But is anyone, no matter how long they've been gone, if at all they ever are put into a body?
What? You're in the body you were in. What do you mean?
No, I'm not.
Wait, you were in a different body?
I am not who I was.
Like you've changed? Or...
Well, I didn't choose any of this.
Wait, I'm confused. You just feel different, or you are physically different?
I am a completely different person when I woke up.
That's really strange. I've never heard of that. Have I ever never heard of that?
With your limited knowledge of unsent? No.
Never heard of that. I know when someone dies and they aren't sent, they can become a fiend. But that's not the same as just becoming another person. I think that we should talk to Reese's father. He's the only other summoner I can trust. Well, I could trust my father, but he's dead and he can't talk to us because he's on the far plane.
Wait, is that how the summoning thing works? You just summon dead people?
The Aeons they're not really dead.
That's what it sounds like to me so far, and your friend became a Titan.
But he's not really he's not really dead, so I couldn't call him on the far plane because he's not dead. He's living inside of the... It's really confusing. We could get a book on it.
We have a book on it.
We have a book on it. Wait. I have a book. And I just shoved the whole book at you.
Okay.
It's a bit confusing. I know I keep saying that Reese is dead, but he is and he isn't. The he that he was is, but the he that he is now is what is keeping Titan from murdering us.
Titan.
It's Titan?
Yes.
Oh.
But
yeah.
The you would know that the Titan fate is what's keeping the primal elements from emerging onto this plane.
That was the layman's terms.
Okay. I will clarify it for the audience.
Yeah. So he's kind of a hero, if you think about it. He's stuck in there forever. But he's not dead. The person that was there before wasn't dead either, really, until her we took him out, basically.
He was already out.
Yeah.
When you guys fought, there was no faith in the crystal.
So he was already out. He was just dying.
Because of the corruption.
Yep. So they're not dead. It's like timeless suspension. But that's different than the fireflies when someone dies. It's complicated.
It all does seem
I didn't
very...
picture all of it when I was learning. That might be why I failed my first exam. Should have paid more attention.
That is foreboding for everything in our very near and possibly distant future.
Pay more attention now. I heard everything you just said. There's also no birds flying by that window over there.
A few distractions and you're used to this circle.
And that bed's been spinning for 10 minutes. I don't really know how Din isn't throwing up.
Asher's just on there pushing him with his foot.
Yeah. Like a pottery wheel.
Yep.
Like wheel.
But when I did the sending, you were nearby and you didn't get sent. So something's very strange is going on.
Well,
I wouldn't take that as you can't die. You probably still can die again. So don't,
I kind of just assumed that things wouldn't, be that easy
What
for
happened to
me.
your other body?
I don't know.
Is that why
never
you wear
asked.
the mask? Because you don't like what your new body looks like?
No, it's more that I have no
You're
idea.
ugly.
I have no idea what this body is. Never seen a being like me.
Can I look at you?
I'd rather not.
Can I do it anyway?
Uh,
I can't help. I can't help you find answers if I can't see you. We could do it in private. No one else has to see you.
see, now you're making it weird again.
But you
Maybe-
seem really anxious, so I didn't want you to feel anxious.
Right. No, I get that's sure, of course. I think maybe you should.
We need to know each other more before you show me yourself.
Sure, yeah, that
Makes sense.
sounds great. Let's just roll with that.
Okay. Then we'll get to know each other more.
I so look forward to it.
That's great. I have more friends now.
Anybody else doing anything before
You get
bed?
sucked in as an Aeon, okay?
What?
That's my last friend. So
Are we in our room or are we out in the bar?
It depends on what you want to do. The bar is still open. But
We're in the room.
you were brought food in the room.
Oh, okay. I've gotten bored with this conversation.
Oh,
shit.
Oh shit!
oh,
I've gotten bored of this conversation.
click.
Out of here.
That's the best
time, perfect time.
Right. Got so bored with the conversation, you disconnected.
Becky has left the chat.
Yeah.
Is that the name of the episode?
That's the name of my. That's the name of my.
Name of your notes?
My notes.
Becky has left the chat.
There you go. Okay. Back to where you were.
Becky.
Yeah. So I go over to the sex swing and tip all of the armor out of it.
Okay, so you dump Asher's armor off of the sex sling.
Right. And then I dump up in it and I look over at Asher and say, "Hey, muscles, push me."
Okay. He's like pushing Dan. Like, oh, you know I have kids now. You go like push on the merry-go-round, push him on the
Push on the
swing.
swing. It's a playground now. So you're getting pushed. Din's getting pushed.
You know, for a dingy shithole, this place has its charm.
Are you talking Asher?
Okay, so guy is weird. And are we going to like plan out tomorrow? Like, where are we going? Are we heading north?
Oh, are we leaving? I can lead you to the. Again, I can lead you home, and then I can lead you to the town because I don't know the way directly to the town. But I have to imagine it's probably a pretty similar length of time to do it both either way. Maybe.
But we look at this map.
Thanks, Dora.
It's a map. It's a map. So are you unfurling the map, Milos?
Yes.
Okay.
Lay out the map and like try and trace our path. Be like, okay, this takes a day or two. It's gonna take us, at least 3 days or something.
So where Ellie points to the map, off of the main road that is drawn on here, like I said, Emerald's not very on this particular map is not very mapped out. There's large portions of forest and ruins that are just like on the map. They're just forests, thick forest. There's a couple of small roads that lead to the known towns. Also, the main high road leads to Kaywood, the capital. But other than that, she kind of points off to one of the sides. It's definitely quicker to get to her home. It'd probably take you guys, from what you can tell, Milos being studied and definitely having viewed maps before, it'd probably take you guys about 4 days to get there to her home. And it'd take you, if you just traveled on the main road, it'd probably take you about 6 or 7 days to get to the Kaywood.
Is that 6 or 7 days after getting to her home, or 6 or 7 days total?
No, it'd be just another day or two from her home, so it'd be about 6. It's probably going to be about 7 just going straight. So you would have a place to rest along the way.
So we'll be able to get rations at her home because we only have a week's.
Yes. Mama makes the best vegetable stew.
That sounds good.
She's also a huntress, so she definitely
puts some meat in it too, but I don't eat that part.
Yeah.
Even better. I like meat.
Mama's the best huntress. She tried to teach me how to hunt, but I wept for 3 days after she killed the deer, so that didn't work very well.
No sage whispers. So yeah, I mean, it would definitely be closer, and you'd be able to get some rations before you head to Kaywood. So, can they hear us?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Just checking. But yeah, it definitely would be closer to stop off, get rations, and then head to Kaywood after that.
Sounds good.
If that is your choice.
Yeah. I will suggest yes. It probably, even though we could go straight through the forest, we can make a stop. That makes sense. This would be on foot, correct? Like, no horse-drawn carriages or anything like that?
You haven't hired one, so yeah, that would be by foot.
I meant like her journey was on foot, so
we walked with a caravan. Well, once I got out of, I didn't leave here from Mama's house, but we just went with a trading group, or I went. I don't know why I keep saying we. Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to tuck in then.
Jumping off the swing.
Oh, I read my book for a little bit, but
Okay.
but I'm basically just ignoring the rest of you. So
I have a question for Flavor. Could I put down a wind totem as like air conditioning?
I mean, yeah, you could probably, if that's how you want to spend your totem for the day.
I mean, we're not gonna fight, I hope, tonight. So, like right before we go to bed, I'll put it down as to help us cool off. I'm sure I get very hot being covered in fur.
Fair enough. It's decently cool down here since you guys are technically in a basement level. So, I mean, it is cooler than, say, a floor level would be. So, but if you want, for flavor, yeah, you can put down a
It's
totem.
not stale, it's just sitting air.
Yeah, I mean, Milos conjures up a totem. You can go ahead and describe your wind totem however it looks.
I'm gonna say it looks like a green and orange wisp that like sprouts out of the ground and starts to swirl, kind of like a tornado, but very, very slowly. And it just like lets off almost like a perfume of air in its surrounding. And it's just like a little bit of moisture, and the wind picks up a little bit just so there's some circulation. But it's definitely not like pushing people out of the the area or anything.
The perfume it gives off, is it like kind of like a desert smell where you'd have like those kind of rose water flavor kind of smell to it?
Mm-hmm. Like
perfume.
almost like a tropical, because that would be what I'm used to, like a rainforest dew type of thing.
Mm.
All right. So yeah.
And I say, are you sure you want to turn that on? And then I look at Marquies and I say, no, we wouldn't want anyone catching a death of cold.
It's very mild. It's not going to cause any harm, I hope. I tempered it a bit so it's not, going to
Becky,
be
he said he
similar
was
to...
only in his 40s or 50s. He's not nearly old to die from a cold.
But he's already died once.
I swear I'm the only one with a sense of humor around here.
It was a shitty joke.
No.
Archer. Tell me about
That was Marquies' helmet.
Was that her on the sword? The ghost image? That was her?
Yeah, that was my mom. I don't know much about her. I haven't seen her in years.
She's like me.
She is like you. You're the only other person that looks like her I've ever met.
She's the only person that looks like me that I've ever met too. Besides my mama.
Oh. Your dad's human, right? Like my dad.
Mm-hmm. How old are your parents? Maybe they knew each other. Oh, my dad was very old. But mama is old too, but not the same way. They were here once.
No, Alysia, wherever we are.
Mm-hmm.
What about the mirror?
Long time. They lived here.
Oh.
Well, my dad was a summoner here. Then he retired. And, well, my mom was his guardian, and they fell in love.
Aw.
And so she couldn't go home. So they went and lived in the woods together.
Sweet. I don't know where my mom is. Might be in the sword, all I know.
I don't know how someone can go in a sword.
I don't know how someone can die and still be alive. I don't know a lot of things.
Your mom's not dead.
I don't know. I haven't seen her in 10 years.
Maybe she's alive and we can find her.
We dreamt about finding her.
This world is very large, so even people you think might be dead could just be someone else.
Possibly. When you guys went to the far plane, I was too afraid to go and see her.
Have you never gone to see if she was there?
Too afraid to see.
It's really hard losing someone.
It is.
I hope
Lost her years ago.
Well, I hope she's still alive and we can find her. Because that would be
Yes.
happy.
Just hope she's happy.
I like your ears.
Thanks.
Did you grew them yourself?
I grew them myself.
Yes.
Oh, God.
I'm glad that came back. All right. So you guys laying down for the evening then?
Bedtime on the spinny bed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Couple?
Spin some more.
Huh?
I want to spin some more.
You gonna spend some more?
I'll do like one last rotation.
One
like,
big last
just so we spin to like sleep. It's like a
I'll have him be like sit in the middle of the bed and like dim and then brighten up really fast like a strobe light.
Oh no. Didn't think I'd grow up.
Sick.
You're throwing a ring party.
Hopefully nobody has photosensitivity. So you guys lay down for the evening. You get your long rest. Whatever you need to renew, reset your hit points and everything. So
Just get back my one hit point I lost by getting my ear pierced.
yeah, exactly. Well, your cheek first.
Yeah. Like the cheek cut.
Is anybody taking any watches, or you guys are good since you're in the cubby hole?
My life.
The good old C.
Why would I take a watch?
I do feel like we need to make cubbyhole t-shirts. I would wear a shirt that said cubbyhole.
There's a little bear den in the middle
Yeah.
of it or something.
Mm.
You know, tubby bear den and then
Yeah.
or the O and hole is the den.
Is the den?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just a mantle.
So
Workshop.
you guys hear like right away in the morning your guys' door open and close immediately behind you, and Brutus is immediately in the room with you, and he says, "You guys need to leave now."
Is there something wrong?
Oh, shit.
He goes up to you, he looks you in the eyes, and he says, "I'd never believe it from anybody else. I've only met you once, but you seem innocent enough out of this group at the very least." And he takes his big, massive paws of hands and puts them on your shoulders and looks you in and says, "You would never kill the Grand Maester, would you?"
No. Wait, he's dead? And she just starts weeping.
"He died last night. Say he was assassinated."
Oh, hey.
Oh.
Your audio is weird again.
Are you better?
I hope so.
Can we get you guys to talk real quick? Test?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
Okay.
good.
Test.
But yeah, he looks you straight in the eyes, Ellie, and he says he was murdered last night, and they're looking for the people who did it, and there are guardians at my door right now looking for a group of people.
Wasn't us. We were here all night. And also, he's a friend.
Well, I may not know that he's your friend, but someone as sweet as you and maybe your acquaintances probably wouldn't have done it.
I trust him.
And he says, "I doubt the most popular inspector in town would have killed the Grand Maester, right?"
Reason to. I think I know who did,
Me too.
but unfortunately, we're not in any position to
You
stop
have
that.
a back end exit?
We have a front exit.
But you said they were at your door.
Well, they're at the back door.
The door that we come in all the time is the back door.
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting that the back door is the entrance for your establishment instead of the front door.
Well,
Don't. It's
This
It's
is
better than wrong.
creative.
He goes over to one of the bookshelves.
It's a sticky
and-
situation. Just
He goes over to one of the bookshelves and he reaches in and grabs one of the books and like pulls it back a couple times, and you see the door swings into a ladder on the other side.
There's another back entrance to the back entrance.
There's always a back entrance to the cubbyhole.
I love this place.
Right.
Okay, we should go because we're in danger.
You need to get out of the city now.
It might be faster and less obvious if I'm sorry, you're gonna have to hide for a little while, and I'll snap my fingers and she'll like.
She jumps in the air and does a little spin with a quick flash of light. She is gone.
Perfect.
She is unsummoned.
I think that they notice a summoner pretty quickly that way. And then I pull my ears down and I pull my hood up.
And all of a sudden you hear voices outside the room in the hall, and he's like, Brutus has his ear to the wall and he says, Max and Dax are taking care of them right now, but you need to leave now.
Go, Rulo. Come on.
Okay, we leave.
Yes.
And right before you leave, he tells whoever the last out, he says, be careful. The guards are out in full force.
I'll tell him that it's best that you keep your head down. I suspect it's going to get a lot worse.
There's not much that they can do to me. I'll be fine. Just take care of the innocent one.
I have an odd feeling you should be taking care of us at some time.
I'm assuming you're the last one out, Marquies. As soon as you're out, he closes the door behind you, and you see him he pulls a couple on the bookshelf, and it starts to close by itself, and he just kind of goes over, starts taking his shirt off and laying on the bed that you guys were using to pretend that he was perhaps the one using the ring.
It spins. Sorry, making a lot of noise, please. Don't mind me, I'm eating Frankenstein's.
Anyway, whoever is the first one out sees that there is a very small room here that leads to one of the opposite side alley, just behind some barrels and crates that seem to have been stacked to kind of hide this entrance. But you can easily move the door. But who is the first one to the door?
imagine Asher would probably be I imagine the people that live there would probably flank.
Well, he was the last one.
That's what I said.
There's enough room for two people at the door right now. So Asher and Din?
Shoving first.
Okay, so Asher and Ellie?
Hey, girl.
So you guys look out, and you immediately see a group of guardians, 4 of them, go by the main road, and then within, I'd say, another 2 minutes, you see another group go by.
I've never ever been in danger before. Well, not this kind of danger. I almost got eaten by a bear once. Not the kind of bears that I've learned exist in this building, but it absolutely.
Bravo.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I've never seen this many guardians like this. Wow, we need to be careful.
We should just leave the whole city.
Yeah.
We have to leave anyway, right? Huh? Can you lead us to the exit?
Oh, I haven't been that way, but I think I can figure it out.
I came from that way, but I forgot which way it was. Because, well, it was 2 days ago. And I get lost easy.
Understandable. It's a big city.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's this way. And he would just point
North?
Sure.
Yeah, you know where the gate is.
Yeah.
You know the general direction.
Yeah.
Not that you...
Pretend that we're not who we are. So, what is a good pretend? I slip my arm into your arm. I have my hood up, and my ears are kind of like how you have your ears under hat. I have my ears under my hood.
Perfect time.
Okay, so we got a couple, I guess, for the first two. Who's going next? No audio again.
Everyone.
I can't hear you. Okay, we can hear you, but you're really quiet.
Sorry, we're messing with setting because it looks like we're coming through. Anyway.
Okay. Can you hear us now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. So you know, like old-timey alleyways, sometimes people have their laundry out drying.
Oh yeah.
Do I see anyone drying their laundry out in this alley by chance?
It's mostly like stores and whatnot, so you're probably seeing like, as far as laundry goes, you're probably seeing like aprons and like cook clothes, been grease stained, that kind of thing.
Like, if there's any like cook's clothes, maybe I'll try and find like a jacket and a chef's hat, and try and hide my horns.
Hiding them under. All right, so make me we'll say sleight of hand here, just to see if you can pilfer some clothes off a line without being noticed.
Okay, sleight of hand is going to be 16.
16? Yeah, you managed to like watch the alleyways just enough, and you managed to get like an overcoat and just like one of the flat chef caps, not the tall ones, but just the short ones to cover your horns up a bit.
Right. Okay. Cool. And I'll kind of saunter out.
Well, there's enough room for two. So who's beside you?
I'll go with her.
Milos?
And I'll help you grab.
Oh, we didn't pick you up, Matt. Still not picking you up.
Growing pain.
Yay!
That better?
Yes. Yep.
Undid all. Anyway, so I will help her grab the chef's cloak,
The overcoat.
overcoat.
Yep.
And I'll put it over you. And I'm going to take off my robes, so I just have I'm bare chest with my sarong, so I don't look like myself, essentially. I'm going to try and minor illusion my horns away, so I don't look like the one horn for Rothgar. If I can do that, I assume I can, because it's just a very minor thing.
Yeah, just minor illusion to hide your horns.
Just hide my horns.
Are you-
and look like they don't?
Are you doing? Are you?
I can't change my appearance with minor illusion.
Yeah, that is the big thing. Is the only thing.
I'm just going to be bare chest, no shirt.
You could create an object on top of your head to hide your horns.
I want a top hat.
You want a top hat, all right.
Fucking I approve.
All right, so you've got a top hat on and a sarong.
Top hat in every campaign.
So a top hat and a sarong. Okay.
Dude.
Yep.
All right. So
Is he the biggest dude?
That's not conspicuous at all.
top hat and sarong. All right. So the last two out then are Din or Keys. Are you guys hiding yourselves out a little bit, or
Oh, I'm coming up.
you're climbing up the rooftops?
Yep.
Okay. Din, you have your wings, I guess.
I can just fly over.
You just
Do we know
gonna.
if there's anything up top with the?
Are you checking before you fly up, or are you flying up and then checking?
Probably fly up and check.
Okay, so you see as Din spreads her wings and starts to fly up to the rooftop as you're climbing. Go ahead and make me either an athletics or acrobatics check. There's enough crap for you to bounce off of on the way up. Boxes and crates that have been stacked back here.
21.
21? Yeah. So you managed to follow Din up to the rooftop. As soon as you guys get up there, you do see, like, a couple of roofs down, you see somebody in Guardian's armor with a crossbow, like, checking alleyways as the groups are moving on.
Okay. I'll warn everyone. So they're like straight down. Like if we
Oh, you got the pearls. That's right.
or
So yeah, you see a few of them on the rooftops, but they're probably about, I would say, about 3 rooftops from you, but they're searching in an outward pattern from the cubbyhole.
Okay. So I'm going to just try to avoid, like, kind of keep
Bouncing along.
To get behind them as they move along.
Okay.
And I'll direct, along the way, I'm directing them with the pearls.
Okay. Are you following along with this?
Assist.
Okay. So I need you both to make me either athletics or acrobatics check, but I'll need you both also to make stealth rolls. So we'll do athletics or acrobatics first.
6 acrobatics.
You have flight, so you're fine.
Okay.
11.
11. So you kind of slip, but luckily Din has flight, so I will say for this quick purpose, you slip off of one of the roof tiles, but she manages to catch you, pull you along. So go ahead and make me some stealth checks. You're going to be at disadvantage since you made a little bit of noise there.
Okay. Oh, it doesn't. 4.
4?
18.
18. So you slipped in, managed to keep you from crashing to the ground, but you did kick a couple of tiles out, and you now see as one of the guards, like, all of a sudden starts turning towards you.
Okay.
You have, like, a moment to do something.
As I jump to the next one, I jump short and try and catch the ledge.
You're going to try to catch the ledge?
Yep.
Din, what are you doing?
Fuck this up.
Wait, did I see that the guard saw him? Or?
He's starting to turn back towards you guys.
Yeah, I'm kind of doing one of those slides to, like, slip, and then I'm just going to grab on.
How do my pets work? Do they come back if they die? Like,
They go back to the totem.
Yeah.
If they die, though, your pet is dead. That's how Beastmaster works. They're not faith creatures. They don't get resummoned. They are dead.
Do the rest of us notice what's going on?
As he's directing you with the pearl, you hear shit, and then all of a sudden a crash of, like, tiles onto the ground in front of you guys.
Can we do something to help?
You cannot see the guards on top of the roof. That's why he was up there directing you. But go ahead and make me an athletics check for this one, because you're trying to actively hold on to the side of a roof.
Oh, that's, you said athletics?
Yeah.
15.
15? So yeah, you manage to just barely catch with your fingertips and hold yourself onto the edge of the roof there. What are you planning on doing, Din?
I'll send my new friend out.
Okay. So, you grabbed your token, your little totem there, and you're sending him out. You have all the stats for...
I do.
Okay.
This is the pseudo dragon.
Yes. Are you sending him at the guard?
I will send him to go flying past the guard, opposite direction of us.
Okay. Just kind of as a distraction?
Yes, distraction.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's that?
Gonna fight. You're just
You're
gonna
not going to fight? You're just going to fly past?
distraction.
Okay.
Like maybe that made the noise kind of thing.
Okay. So he has a movement, flying movement of 60 feet. Oh, yeah. Easily, like, moves past the guard. Let's see if the guard really thinks that. Give me his stats. So he sees this dragon, like this tiny little dragon, come past, and he like kind of swats as it goes by. But it doesn't hold his attention for more than a couple of seconds, and he's starting to turn, and he sees you on the rooftop. And he immediately reaches towards something towards his neck, puts it in his mouth, and you hear this shrill whistle.
Oh, okay.
So, let's roll for initiative. Fuck.
Oh no!
The question is, do we have a town map we're going to use in combat, or?
This is going to be, depending on what you guys want to do, either a fight scene with the city guard,
Not fighting the guard.
This is going to be a chase scene. I will allow you to choose.
I argue for running.
Those of you on the ground floor now hear the whistle, and you look up and you see as Marquies is hanging off of the edge of a rooftop here. So, Asher, what did you?
Well,
21.
21, and Marquies. And Milos?
9.
9. And Becky?
9.
9. What's your guys' modifiers?
+1.
+1, so Milos will go first out of that one, unless there's another 9. Din? 20. And Elspeth?
15. 14, sorry.
14?
You guys need to roll better.
Okay. Tops. Buzz. Okay. Din, what is your dexterity modifier?
2.
2, so you go first out of that one. All right, Asher. Or the group, I should ask first. You now hear as some whistles start to go off, not only on the rooftop, but in your guys' general direction. What are you doing, Asher?
What can he see?
So far, you can see Marquies hanging off of the rooftop of one of the roofs that's directly in front of you. He's about a story and a half up. You also see Din kind of flying. You see her wings flap above the roof every once in a while. You hear whistles coming from the roof, and you hear like footsteps. We'll say that you guys are in like a T-junctioned alleyway where you have the left path to go to the main road, you have the front path to go to the main road, or you have the south to head back towards like your dad's shop, that kind of area.
I would imagine he would probably run over to be behind, like under Marquies to like try to catch him.
Okay.
So he would like probably dash over there, and probably all he can do. He can't like jump up and grab him.
No, it's a little bit tall. I mean, unless you want to climb and try to like grab a hold of him, but
action.
You can tell him to like drop, and you can ready an action to catch him.
That's probably what would do it. It'd just be like, "Come here," and like, because you're not a big guy, are you? Like, yeah.
No.
Yeah, so he'd probably run over because he can't see anyone but that.
Yep.
So he hears the whistles, but he doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, you know it's the city guard whistles by hearing them.
So we saw a few walk by, but we don't know how many are out.
Yeah.
We don't see any. There's not like immediate danger, so he would probably go out. I'd say go. Let's hang him from the.
Fair enough. So you ready your action to catch him? You tell him to just go ahead and drop. Din, you now see as the guard's like he's pulling his crossbow. He's ready to take aim at you.
Flying away.
Flying away? Are you flying down to where your party members are, or which way are you flying?
Honestly, no, not toward the party members, just out toward the gate.
Flying towards him and towards the gate.
So at the gate.
He's towards the gate because they've been kind of moving out in a pattern like this from the cubby holes. So you see one guard like probably about 3 or 4 houses down to your left. Same one with the right. You have one behind you that same distance, but the other one is only like a roof like distance between you guys. So you have about 4 guards on the rooftops with crossbows.
Damn. I'll go down toward the party then.
Down towards the party? Okay. So you fly down towards the party. You're with them. Are you readying any actions or doing anything? Calling back your pet?
Yeah, call back the pet.
Okay.
I think it's range 100 feet, so I should be fine.
What's that?
It's like
Yeah, if he double moves, he can get back to you before you fly down to...
I'll just have him with me.
Okay.
And not really close to the totem.
So he's out, and...
Is there any guards on the ground in front of us?
Not yet. Not that you can see yet. But you hear whistles and the heavy footsteps of plate mail feet on stone cobble streets. So
Start running off toward the gate then, I guess.
okay, you guys, you're going north? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you get a few feet ahead of everybody since you've used your flight a little bit. So you get a few feet ahead, not too far. You hear more whistles incoming, especially from your left, your guys' left, and you see as a guardian rounds the corner, and you see as they start to draw magical inscription in the air, and you see as from the ground itself, you see this little water spout form, and then this tiny, worm, I would call it, water worm, with these tiny little wings comes up, and it kind of hisses at you guys. And then, if any of you would like to make an Arcana, Summoner Arcana history check, you could definitely see what this is.
Oh.
You'll have advantage since you...
18.
18. This is an AE for the Aeon Leviathan.
Mm.
If you would like to share that information.
That's Leviathan. Isn't he majestic?
I don't think now's the time.
Stalls or anything around us?
Not here. It's mostly alleyway that you guys are in. So you guys are stuck in the alleyway. The main roads are going to be the one to your left that's got the summoning with an AE, and then you've got the street in front of you and the street behind you that are main ones. So you're stuck in this T-section alleyway. There's a lot of back doors into stores that you guys could use if it's unlocked. If not, you could always bust through them. Options aplenty for this chase scene. So whatever you guys want to do. So that's them. That's Din. Next is... So the guard closest to you guys runs to where he saw you swoop down, and he sees Marquies hanging on to the edge of the rope, and he points down his crossbow at you, Marquies, and he takes a shot at disadvantage because you are in melee, and he did not notice you until the last second. 10. Okay, so he lets a crossbow bolt fly, and Asher kind of flings down close to you and hits the ground and bounces off the cobblestone street. But he starts to immediately reload his crossbow. So that is him.
Crossbow.
Elspeth, you are up next.
Are we still trying to get out of the city? Do you think they'll let us through if they know who we are?
I don't think they want to let us out, but we do need to get out.
So where do we go?
North.
What are the walls made out of?
Wall. I assume stone and brick and...
Yep.
Go to a secret wall spot?
Do you know of any secret wall spots?
Just a wall that's hidden away.
Okay, that was 6 seconds. What are you doing?
Oh, how... Where, how close am I to the gate, even?
You guys are a few city blocks away from the gate because you're on the southeastern district where all of the stalls and businesses are. You're trying to get back to the north where like most of the lumber yards and where the horses are.
Okay. Well, I will start heading towards the way we need to go, where the gates are.
I said north.
North.
Asher said north.
And I'm still, I still got my hood up. My summon's gone. I will probably tuck my hood away, too, so no one can see it.
Okay.
In my pocket, so that it's not, because it'd be kind of poking out of the...
Yeah,
hood.
poking out of your hood.
So I just citizenize myself.
And you're just going to try to sneak? Go ahead and roll me stealth, then.
Okay. Well, I'm not bad at it. Not good at it either. We'd call it about average. 9.
Okay.
Round me.
So you're moving north.
Yep.
You're full speed?
Yep.
Okay. I'll say you get to the end of the alleyway and you're able to look out. You see that there is a group from your left that is moving to come down this alleyway. They're probably about 40 feet away.
Did they see me? Can I duck around a corner?
Yeah, you can certainly duck around. You don't know if they've seen you yet or not. You feel pretty stealthy.
Well, they probably saw me, but I'm very inconspicuous. So I'll just keep walking like I'm not running away from anyone.
Well, you're at the edge of the alleyway here.
Oh, I gotcha.
With your full movement, so
I just lean up against the wall.
act nonchalantly.
Pull a book out, pretend like I'm reading something, or a map or something, like a city, like a map, like I'm trying to find something.
Okay. All right. That's your turn. Next up is Marquies.
I'm fighting.
Okay. So I'm going to look up at this guy that shot me. I'm sorry. And grab him, and I'm going to pull him down with me.
Oh, shit. Contested strength roll. He's choosing violence.
Oh, fuck.
Did you get
5?
5? Well, you are in luck because he rolled.
Oh.
So he tries to shake you off, but you grab his foot and you push off of the wall there. And so it is about, it's only about 15 feet down. So go ahead and make me an athletics check to try to catch him on his way down. And then we shall see. Oh, okay.
Oh, God, he didn't die. I was...
Get the
Watch him
first
roll
kill.
1 and land on his head.
Well, I rolled a 2.
A 2, okay.
But I do have a +6 to my athletics, so it is an 8.
8. All right. So you do manage to catch him and keep him from breaking his noggin on the cobblestone street, but you are going to be knocked prone by this as he is kind of an awkward. So him crashing on top of you, the guard onto the street. You hear him just kind of onto the ground, and he's laying flat, he's not dead. He's trying to catch his breath. But you and him and Asher will take 6 points of bludgeoning damage from the weapon. So not you. You're fine because Asher caught you.
Sure.
Yes, your head, your fall broke. You both are prone. You're laying on top of Asher. The guard is laying next to you in the street, trying to catch his breath. But yeah, you both are prone. You have not moved, so you can push him off of you and stand up if you would like. Because no. It'll be a while. I'm just saying that's something that you'd be able to do on a turn. You didn't waste any movement, so you can stand up for half your movement.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna... so... Can I help him out?
I'd say you use your... Well, no, you use your action to grab the guard, so... you can stand up and start to help him up, I mean. we'll call it the Hell Bash. Why not?
I'll just start down
the street towards towards Elspeth. Okay. So Marquies like gets off of you and stands up and is like, okay, thanks, bye. All right. So that was Marquies. Next is Milos.
Okay, I do have a climb speed, but I don't remember what it is. I think it's 20 feet?
Yeah, it should be 20 feet.
I'm going to climb. I'm assuming the building is about that tall.
It's about 15 feet, yeah. So you...
Oh, I will climb to the other building that they did not just fall off to give me like a vantage point. And I'm going to use a minor illusion to make it sound like a guard is yelling from south of us, like southeast, in the opposite direction of us, and say, they're going to the south gate. And I can make it sound like a guard. It doesn't have to be my voice.
Yep.
So that's what I'm doing for my action.
Let me double check here. I don't think it's concentration.
No, it's not. It just lasts for a minute.
Yeah, so your hat's still on.
Yeah. For now.
For now. Yeah. So go ahead and roll me deception then.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a 14.
14. Okay. So yeah, you throw your voice at the south end of the alleyway there, and you try to make it sound like you guys are headed south. Guard voice. Okay. Anything else? So I have your movement.
My climb speed is probably my movement.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So if we're going north, do I want to be on the building that they were on, or do I want to be on the building?
Well, if you climbed the building that was like to the right of you to not be on the building that they were on, you can still make it. It's just another end of the alleyway. But once you get to the main road, there's a little bit of a gap. There's about a good 10-foot gap that you're going to have to make to try to jump to the next set of roofs.
Can I just use like 10 feet to like crawl down the wall with fall? Take. I guess I could just hold on to the wall, right?
Yeah, you just hold onto the wall. That's as part of your movement. You have a climbing speed. So you climb back down another 10 feet. It's only about a 5 foot if you do want to let. But again, yeah, well, you just gonna hang on the side of the wall?
I would take fall damage. I'm fine.
Okay. Then it is Becky.
So I to have a vantage point. I find that down.
Oh, okay. I was confused.
You're on the floor.
Yes, I'm on the ground where I want to be because I see all the chaos unfolding around me.
Right.
Because fuck that shit. Okay, so then a Nokian point to turn mage armor into a bonus action.
All right.
And cast that. So I bounce up to like 14 AC. And then I think for action. Okay, so Marquies has fallen into Ollie as well as a guard.
Well, Marquies is back up on his feet and moving towards Elspeth after Asher broke his fall. Asher is still on the ground. There is a guard laying in the street between you and the summoner that had summoned a Leviathan 80. So,
Okay. I'm going to try my fireman technique again and cast dancing lights in the form of a man hovering over top of this guard on the ground, like just flying at him. Obviously, it's not going to do any damage, but just kind of scare the shit out of him.
Go ahead and roll me an intimidation check.
Okay. Intimidate. That's going to be a dirty 20.
320. All right. Yeah, I mean, he just landed on stone floor from being drugged from a roof, and now there's a dancing fireman on top of him, so he doesn't really know what's up. Maybe he hit his noggin a little too hard, so who knows?
I'm glad I apologized.
And then I'm going towards the north gate.
All right.
After that.
Are you moving to... Okay, so you can make it to the end of the alleyway where Elspeth is like kind of got her head down reading a book, kind of waiting, and Marquies is like limping towards the end of the alleyway as well.
Yeah, so I'm going toward the end of the alley.
Okay, so you join those three. After that, Asher, you are up. So,
Well, I'm not up.
well, not yet. No.
He would probably stand up
Okay.
and look at the guard and see a fireman clawing at it and
Get the hell
know
out.
that it's Becky.
Yeah, it's always Becky.
It's always Becky. And then he would probably just book it towards everyone else.
Okay. So yeah, you head to the end of the alleyway. Are you doing any actions? Writing any actions?
I don't think there's anything to do. I don't see anyone besides the fireman and
And you hear the guards coming, like, once you get to the end of the alleyway, you hear the guards coming from the left there, so...
yeah. I imagine that's all he'd do. He can go about 15 feet. No, yeah. So you can't even catch up to people.
You're probably where Marquies is getting to as well, because he also had to stand up as well, so you're next to him. But you guys... Huh? Yeah, you could move with your action,
Oh, yeah.
if you want to dash out.
So
to
he'd
the
probably,
street.
yeah. He would get as far away as he can from the fireman.
Okay. So you'd have to cross the street. You have another, if you use your movement.
As people cross the street,
Please cross the street, yeah.
he's probably at that point get everyone is.
Okay. So yeah, use your action to get to
Yeah.
where Elspeth and Becky are. Din, you are now kind of where everybody was, but everybody's moving towards the end of the alleyway there.
I want to keep going.
Keep going? Are you joining everybody kind of grouped up at the end of the alleyway then? Or are you going out into the street?
I will probably go to the street.
Out into the street? Okay. Are you doing so stealthily, or are you... No?
Oh, your shit? No.
Okay.
Okay, now there's stalls in the street here.
What?
Stalls in the street.
Out in the street? Yeah,
You
you
have to
would...
dash to get up there.
What is your movement?
I'm still flying next to you.
Are you still flying?
I'm still flying. I just looked and I didn't land.
Okay. All right. Yeah, then you'd have 60 feet to zoom in between
Then
stalls.
I'll land straight.
You're going to land on the street?
Yes. I want to knock something over.
Okay. So, yeah, you land in the street where one of the stalls are. We'll call it a fruit stall.
Sure.
Sure.
The cabbage stall?
It's not a cabbage stall.
Cabbages?
No cabbages here. Go ahead and make me a strength check. We'll see if you can
Fit straight.
tilt over this whole stall.
Strength.
Strength.
13?
13. Yeah, as you like grab onto the edge of this stall and like tilt it towards, you actually see that there are two sets of 4 guards like running down the street, and you tilt over, you grab this fruit that has like melons and stuff like that, and you tilt it over into the street. Yep, you're making a giant mess, and they like stop for a second, and they're like, "Hey, you!"
Help me fall. Help me trip and fall.
Are you doing anything else with the rest of your movement?
Oh, I'll keep going.
You gonna keep going down the next alleyway?
No, I will stay there.
You're just gonna stay there in the middle of the road? Okay. So the summoner at the end of the way is going to move down. She will be able to see Marquies and Asher at the back there. So she is going to have her Leviathan egg move up, and one of them is going to, or he's going to make an attack at one of you. Let's see. There's one of you. We'll say evens for Asher and odds for Marquies. 17. So Marquies, you see as this like worm like tilts back and then shoots this jet of water out of its mouth. For a 19 to your AC. So as the jet hits you back, you take 4 bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make me a con save. Or sorry, strength save. Strength save.
13.
13. So as this water jet hits you, like all of a sudden you feel like the water starts to kind of do this thing where it starts to solidify and get like sticky, and it moves down like your leg and it tries to attach to the ground, and you like pull your foot away like out of a bog, like it was trying to stick you to the ground.
It's like walking in the cubbyhole.
It's
like a cubbyhole.
Right? Before they've used prestidigitation to clean floors. So yeah, I tried to basically attach you to the ground with this spit. So that's that turn. Dan, you would hear some noise coming from the rooftops on either side of you, like heavy plated feet on top of roof tiles, like jumping from roof to roof, but you don't see anything yet. Elspeth, you are up. As Din came flying by, you grabbed, like, looked to the side, and then grabbed this stall of melons and fruit and just dumped it over, and is now standing in the middle of the street.
Chaos. Cool. Boy, Elspeth doesn't know what to do. Okay. What's around me? Where I'm at?
I mean, some barrels, probably full of like rainwater. You have a stall of fruit that's tilted over in front of you. A couple of other stalls selling like goods.
What? We're still trying to leave, right? Not fun. Okay. Good talk.
We need to be out to hurt innocent people?
I don't want to hurt innocent people. I'm just trying to go towards the gate stealthily.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me stealth as you move out into the street, I'm assuming?
Well, I got stuck in my 19 of the dot. That's a 21.
All right. So you, in the chaos that Din has created with the fruit stall, you manage to like keep your head low and kind of like everybody else is kind of freaking out that Din is doing stuff. The guards are coming. So you manage to use the chaos to kind of slip back into the next alleyway beyond.
Mm-hmm. I have a silent mental breakdown in that alleyway alone.
Okay. Anything else?
No one can see me?
What?
No one can see me? There's no one that can see me in the alleyway?
There's nobody in the alleyway right now.
Okay.
Are you summoning Poppy back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead and spend your point.
I will, yeah. Go out in the alleyway and start running just as far as you can and cause chaos. Trip people, attack people, whatever you need to do, girl. And find someone who looks like me and pretend that they're your owner.
So you summon Poppy back out, and it looks at you and is like,
He's looking at his chaos. Away from me, though.
All right. So you're giving Poppy free reign?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you see as Poppy pops out from behind Din and immediately blasts the guards and everybody with the ruby lights. Poppy! What is the attack?
I didn't give him.
What's the plus to roll?
DC for 13.
DC 13?
For the light beam?
Yep.
DC 13.
What's the range on it?
30 feet, 5 foot wide beam.
Awesome. So it catches 3 guards. No, it's not aiming at the people. It's aiming at the guards. So that's a natural 9. That is only a 2.
In a pearl. I told Poppy.
And that is a 7.
I told Poppy.
How much damage?
6 radiant damage?
Okay. So that is 11 points of radiant damage to each of those 3 guards as they are just caught by this blinding light and like they start like tripping up on the melons a little bit. You see Din as some of the light just kind of like blinds them, and then they look at Poppy, and Poppy just hisses at them and starts running like the opposite direction of you.
That's nice. Girl.
You gave her free reign, and that's what she decided to do.
Poppy, we don't cause harm.
You said to cause violence.
I did.
And she caused violence.
I'm just having a mental breakdown in the alleyway until someone comes and gets me, okay?
Okay. So after the Elspeth is the Guardians. Let's see if they can get through the fruit while they're half blinded. No. That's a 3, a 9, and an 8. So the first 3 guards, they just like trip over all of this melon as they're trying to get their eyes back to a seeing position, and they tripping over the melons. That's their turn. Marquies, you just see Poppy like as Elspeth
Charges on 5 or a 6.
not at the beginning of its turn.
Oh, okay.
So you see Poppy get summoned by Elspeth on the other side of the road, pop out, blast something with its beam on its forehead, growl, and then take off in the other direction.
You're never coming back to town. I told her to cause chaos, and I regret everything.
So how far is the other side of that?
About it's 10 feet in the road, and then you'd be 15 feet on like in the alleyway.
Oh, so okay, so 30 feet of movement, I can make it.
Oh yeah, another 15 into the alleyway.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna just keep running.
Okay.
I'm going to see that Elspeth is having an attack.
Yep.
And Google is going to stop listening to me.
Never.
It's true.
Every step you take.
And yeah, so like, we need to go. You'll
I
find.
hope she doesn't kill anyone. That was my intention.
Yeah, I hope she doesn't either. And I'm gonna keep going. Is there because I know that one with Leviathan is still behind us.
Yep.
Are there any doors? Because we're still like
These are still
shops, right?
Yeah, you're still kind of in the shop-ish district, like moving into like the north side of town. You would know is more geared towards like livestock and trades of like wood and leather, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Stables.
Raw goods.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, if there's any like doors to any of these shops, I'm gonna like duck in.
So right or left?
We're currently going north.
You're going north in an alleyway. Yep.
We'll just say right.
So you immediately tell by the smell of the vat that's next to this door that this is probably a leatherworker's shop. And you try the back door. It's open.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go through.
All right. So you open the back door and you immediately get hit with that wafting, hot, like putrid smell of leathers being colored in vats and washed and dyed and stuff like that. It's awful. Yeah.
I need to change those out to this.
Yeah. So yeah, the workers in here all like turn towards you as you bust through the back door.
Official business. Get back to your work.
All right. Anything else from you?
I can see out the front.
Yeah, you can see out the front entrance.
Okay, is there a crowd?
Yeah, there's more stalls, like people like looking at the leathers and stuff like that from that side, but it doesn't seem to be as perturbed as the alleyway that you just came from.
Well, I'll use my action to continue. I'll use move speed.
Okay. So you get down onto this road and you see that there are some more guardians like coming up from the south, but they look like they're about to turn into the alleyway with all the commotion, but they're probably about 15 feet off yet.
Okay, yeah. I'll like duck into the crowd and I'll let everyone know through the leather workers.
Go ahead and roll me stealth.
He wants to actually do well tonight.
No, none of them. They've all betrayed.
Fucking a natural one.
Oh no! So you, on your way out, managed to tilt one of the vessels that they're making hot dye in, and tilt it over, and just enough to like make people like in the area like catch some of the liquid, and like a couple of them scream because it's liquid. You get a little bit on your leathers as well. It's not good because yours is like brown leather, and this is more of like they're trying to bleach it into like white or yellow. So you your clothes get a little bit stained up a bit.
Damn it.
But you manage to make it out into the crowd as people are kind of like screaming a little bit.
Well, that's all I got.
Milos, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna make my way the rest of the way down and start running towards the end of the alleyway to get ready.
You're a summoner and a Leviathan egg on your tail.
I am going to. Can I see the ones that are having difficulty getting through the fruit?
Yeah, when you turn, you see that they've also taken some damage. It kind of crisps them up, and they're like rubbing their eyes to be able to see, but they're like on the ground.
I'm going to do a minor illusion and kind of take after Becky, and I'm going to just make a Titan piggy.
Okay.
Like right next to Poppy, right?
Well, Poppy is going, like, when you get in the alleyway, Poppy took off to the right. She's running away from the guards as kind of a distraction.
Right. I guess I'll still do the egg, just like standing there, like looking aggressive.
So the only Titan Eggy that you saw came from the guardian that you guys first met that took you into custody. So that would probably be your basis.
I'm copying that exactly.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I'm gonna make that. That's my action. I'm assuming my full movement would be cross check.
Will be another 5 foot down, and you have 30 feet of movement, right?
Yeah.
So we'll say that still leaves you with 25. Would say you just get to where Elspeth is, where she's having a bit of a breakdown.
Okay.
So
I will run over to her, and I will try and see that she's visibly freaked out, or she's.
Yeah, she's kind of hyperventilating a little bit. Like, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do?
We'll try and console her a bit. Like, it's okay. We're gonna get through this. Just, I know you didn't mean it. It'll be fine. Just rubbing your back.
Like, hey, we gotta go.
Just, gives him a hug because he's a big fluffy cat. So she's just like.
All right, Becky, you are up.
Okay, well, I see this very tender moment, and I say, "Let's go, losers!" I want to try and blend into the crowd.
So you did hear over the link pearl. You did hear he say, "Hey, I went down the alleyway. I went through the tanner's booth. Seemed to be like a good choice."
Okay. So yeah, I guess I'm trying to picture all this going on right now. So where is the tanner, or is that he busted open?
You would see them pass, you see a tanner's vat. You've seen them before.
Yeah.
It's down past where Milos and Elspeth are at. Down the alleyway to the north.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll go inside of the tanning facility, and so can I get there with my movement?
So with your movement, you'd be able to get up to the back door because you still have to cross the street, see all the action that's been going on here. And then if you use your action, you'd be able to get through the tanning booth to where Marquies is.
Okay. I will use my action to do that.
Okay.
And let's see, bonus action. I don't know, but is there any enemies I see before going into the banners?
No. You see he's trying to use his hands to shuffle off some hot tanning dye that seems to have been spilled on him, and that's about it. People are kind of screaming because he tilted it over on them too, so he's kind of drawing a little bit of a crowd.
Okay. I think that'll be my whole team.
All right, then Asher, you are
Just to keep running. He had heard you go into Tanner's shop, so he will probably just run there.
Yeah, I'd say with your movement and your action, you're able to make it up to Becky and Marquies. Is that what you're doing?
That is all he will do.
Okay. Din, you are up now. You're still standing in the alleyway. You see this as Milos had waved his hands about and summoned, all of a sudden there's this Titanagi that appeared in the middle of the road that looks like the one that you had seen previously, and it is facing the guard that are now trying to get up off of the ground.
I'm gonna flip off the guards.
Okay, so you're flying kind of in the secret.
Oh, I'm down the ground.
Oh, okay, so you're on the ground. Are you moving to where the Tanner's booth is then?
That's ahead of me.
Yep. Okay, so you move past Milos and Elspeth, and you move in. Are you using your action to move into the Tanner's booth as well with everybody?
Oh, I remember that.
Okay. All right. Next up, Summoner, and they're going to finally get to the corner, look over and be like, "Get up, you idiots! They're going that way." And then Elspeth and Milos are still there. So
It's a bit moment. Fucking, we're not doing anything wrong.
yep, exactly. Evens for Elspeth and odds for Milos. So Milos does a 11 hit your AC.
Nope.
Okay. So you manage to dodge as this Leviathan just spits up the same kind of water that you saw hit Marquies, and you dodge to the side as it like sticks to the wall and solidifies. So the guard from the rooftop finally gets up after he catches his breath and like stumbles into the alleyway. Sees the summoner like pointing towards you, Milos. So you are the target. As he readies his crossbow bolts, does a 13 hit your AC. Okay. So you take 5 points of piercing damage. And he will start to reload. You hear some more. You guys that are still out in the alleyway hear some more feet from up top. Don't see anything just yet. Elspeth, we're up. As you see, Milos caught a crossbow bolt just glanced off of his shoulder.
Take me. Okay. And then I run towards them.
She leaves you there in the alleyway.
So I run towards the alleyway and yeah. I'll run towards the Tanner place and go through because I put
Using your action.
close. Like he got there in one round. That's where he was. So I'm just gonna get up there and go
So yeah, I mean everybody kind of gathering.
farther than them. I should be able to go farther.
So you go out into the road.
I go out more into the road.
Okay. So as you go into the road, and everybody, you kind of push past everybody that's kind of gotten splattered a little bit by Marquies's little bump into the dye pot. You look down the alley or down the main road to the south, and you see now as Poppy has popped out of the main street down that way, and you see another group of guards coming. Roll me your d6. 4, so she does not recharge.
But she still could bite.
She still can bite. So she immediately hisses at the guards, and the guards are like, the hell is that? And she goes up to the main guard, and she has a multi-attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the plus on that?
D or +4.
+4? So 6 is not going to hit for the bites. And 18 will hit for the scratch. What's the scratch?
D6
+2. So the first guard takes 5 points of slashing damage from Poppy as it hisses at them, and they're like, stupid summon. But that's Poppy's turn.
Let's turn invisible as bonus action. I can see on her card here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She's not going to do that because you said that she should
chaos?
cause chaos. Yep. So the Guardians, they start attacking Poppy. There are these. One more of those. Natural 16 for 19s, a 12, and a natural 1.
The 1 doesn't hit.
Okay.
Her AC is 12.
Okay. Well, they have long swords.
Mm-hmm.
7, 15, another 7 is 23, 26, 29, 31 points of damage.
She's not dead yet.
Okay. As they jam their swords in Poppy. Poppy does not like that at all, obviously. So after the Guardians, the other ones finally managed to stand up, and Milos, they turn the corner just in time to see you like start to bounce. Marquies. Your turn.
Gee, I don't want to keep fucking scrolls up.
The guards that you did see coming seem to be distracted pretty well.
I would definitely try to hide in the crowd. Can I hide in the crowd?
Go and roll himself.
Okay. 16.
So yeah, you're like, yeah, that guy totally fucked up my clothes, and like start to wander into the crowd.
No, stupid guy. Fucking up my clothes.
I'm just slide on out into the crowd.
Slide into the DMs, into the main road. Try to be like, oh yeah, so sorry.
I am. Well, I'm gonna toss one of my. If I see someone that actually looks hurt, I'm gonna throw one of my lesser potions on.
No, they're not really hurt. They just got it kind of splashed on their clothes. So
Okay.
They're more upset.
they're more upset that you splashed their clothes with Tanner's dye than anything else.
Okay, cool. Well, then I'm fucking out.
Just getting down the road?
Yep.
Okay. Are you trying to do so stealthily, or are you're going?
I mean, if there's a pretty dense crowd,
Yeah, it's main road. Good morning.
I won't that concerned about trying to be like sneaky.
Okay, so not doing stealth then. Okay. So yeah, I mean, you have 60 feet of movement if you're using your action.
Cool.
Dan, you're up as Marquies just like goes out into the crowd. Yep. You gonna follow Marquies?
Yeah, I guess.
All right. You also double moving?
Sure.
All right. So the summoner, again, you have not gotten to go yet, Milos, so they're going to let off another round of sticky icky at you. Only 11.
God.
So again, you're able to dodge this, and she's like, God damn it. That is theirs. Unfortunately, though, you do see two faces on the opposite alleyway pop up on the roof, and they both have crossbows. So both of them are going to take shots at you. For a 12 and a 17.
They both hit.
12 hits?
12 hits, yes.
Okay. So you will take 6 points of piercing damage. But that is their turn. Elspeth. Or up.
Already? Okay.
Milos, did I skip you last time?
Let's just skip to.
Yeah, I think I did. Sorry.
Because I think you haven't gone yet, Ashley.
Yeah, we gotta get back because it was Marquies, and then I accidentally went to Din, so I apologize. We will rewind time here. Milos, you would have been up, so you can take that 6 back. That's that damage that we did, so you heal back that 6, and then it should be your turn there.
Okay. Then I will run towards the Tanner booth and make my way in. Can they see me go in?
Yeah, the summoner definitely would do.
Okay. I'm just gonna run in and find me and like look around at everybody in here and just keep running.
Okay.
I'm sure I could get close, if not directly next to everybody else. I probably won't be able to get into the crowd necessarily.
So you'd be just outside where the crowd is kind of making a mess. So yeah.
They're moving to action.
Okay,
Yeah.
then it is Becky's turn.
Okay. I'm probably just going to follow everyone, but is there anything like any finished products in the Tanners that are just kind of on the way through that I might be able to slip?
I mean, there's a little bit of chaos. You see that there is probably like a would be like a leather skirt or skirting for like what would be like under some armor. It's just kind of dyed this dark brown color.
Yeah.
Kind of a studded leather skirting.
Nothing I'm interested in. So I follow them, follow Marquies out, and I'm trying to. Well, he seems to just kind of stick out like a sore thumb, but
A little bit, yeah.
I'm gonna try down and blend it.
Okay, go ahead and roll me stealth then.
That's a 10.
10? You seem to find some niches in the crowd that you can, like, pockets you're able to pop in and out of between folks. So after that is Asher, as you see Becky and Marquies kind of make their way out into the crowd. Marquies is just kind of like, I'm so sorry, and keeps moving past the crowd, and Becky's kind of dipping between these little pockets of people that are coming from the north. Just follow? Are you following just kind of blatantly, just like Marquies? Okay. Double moving then?
Sure.
Okay. You don't see summoners at the top people anymore, so it's Elspeth's turn.
I just keep sneaky walking towards the exit towards the gate, right?
Make me a perception check.
Uh, 16.
So as you make your way out of the tanning booth, you actually
Out? Like past the tanning booth.
What?
I had already left the tanning booth.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. And making your way, out past the tanning booth, you see a very familiar Gareth driving a cart, and he says, "Wait a second, I know you. You help me?"
I need out of the town, and I don't know the way very well.
Oh, where are you going?
I'm going home.
Where's home?
I point north.
Okay. Well, hop in. I can take you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Climb in the back of this thing.
Okay.
And is anyone nearby?
You'd have Din and Becky Becky's kind of past you already. You'd have Din and you'd have Milos.
Okay. I look at him and I'm like, I have friends that are coming with me. They can hop in too?
And he's like, yeah, sure, just tell
Everybody
me.
in the cart, quickly. Guys, right.
So you hear this little pearl as Elspeth is like, I got us a ride. And you kind of look back where you remember seeing her, or those of you still in the back, and you see this big Gareth in this big drawn cart with this really big and heavy set, not heavy set, but built pair of chocobos drawing the cart itself.
I crawl into the back of the cart and lay down.
He's got like this canvas over top of the cart too. So
I crawl into the cart and I'm like, everyone,
Very nice.
is everybody crawling in as he's going on?
I get
I go with it.
Okay, so everybody crawls into the cart. You guys manage to evade some forces to the northern stables. You're not out of the town yet, but that's as far as he is willing to take you. He's like, I'm real sorry for the other day. I mean, I feel like it's kind of my fault that those kids took you guys' stuff and caused all that commotion.
Okay, we got our stuff back. I really appreciate you helping us get past the gate.
Oh, yeah, and he's like, oh, you forgot this the other day. He hands you back your satchel. It's all stitched up now.
Such a good job sewing it up.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it was nice meeting you.
Too. It's good to have friends, guys. Yeah, let's get out of here.
Okay, good luck. And he just kind of whips his chocobos and turns around to go back into the city.
Let's go quickly. They won't know we've made it this far yet.
Yeah, let's not waste any time.
Yeah.
Go, bitches.
So,
Marquies, you have a stain?
It's fine.
Okay.
so you guys are moving towards the northern gate then?
Get the fuck out of here.
Okay. So you guys move towards the northern gate. The gate is pretty heavily secured.
How do we...
I'd say you guys are hanging out at the northernmost stables.
Is there
Doesn't
a
smell the
wall
best
that
here.
leads to the outside beyond the gate?
Well, there is the wall, yes. But you remember that the wall on the opposite side is just drop off of a plateau. There are stairs that lead down into the valley of the crater.
Any idea how we're supposed to cast all those guards?
You could kill him.
I'm not okay with that.
Okay. From here we can.
Whatever. I don't want to hear any other.
Does it look like they're checking carts?
It does look like they are checking anything going out or in.
Shit. Okay. Do I know
If
of
you all
any...
got into disguise, we could probably try and sneak that.
We're already in disguise. Maybe we just try to sneak past them.
I need you all to make strength saving throws with disadvantage.
Oh. 8.
12. 7.
12.
What'd you get, Asher?
Hmm?
No?
No.
That one.
Milos?
21.
21.
I rolled crit and it.
Nice. Milos, you immediately sense tremors in the ground underneath you, being so familiar with earth and the elementals. You immediately sense the shift in the ground beneath you, and you quickly slide over as the ground turns into this soft kind of sand and a twist, and then you see it twist up and around your comrades, except for their heads. Their heads are the only thing that is sticking out of this rock formation, and you now look behind you and see a very familiar Titan egg and a familiar guardian summoner with white hair and her silver band with a moonstone gem inlaid in. And she says, yes, that would be a good idea to not kill Indians on your way out.
We just say that.
I heard.
Okay. Perfect. And you already know we already said that.
Yes, that's why I said I heard.
I forgot your name.
You never asked.
Oh. What's your name?
My name is Joseline.
That's your name.
Thank you.
You can't move.
You cannot move.
It's interesting.
That is Titan's jail. No, can't say it.
I was gonna say. You knew I was gonna say.
Nope. But she...
Oh dear. Again, I swear that my friend doesn't harm any other children. Just like we promised.
Yes, but the news going around is that you may have harmed the Grand Maester. Or some of my superiors say.
What would anyone do?
Bullshit.
Like I said, that is just news that comes down from on high. You know, it seems like Vizira has some kind of bone to pick with you.
Yes.
Well,
This is a frame job.
truthfully,
Becky, you feel the stones like tighten around you a little bit.
Ew, kinky.
I am so terrified of death that I won't even eat meat, so I don't know why you would think that I could harm a person.
And that's part of the reason I want to believe you.
Right.
That
You
the
should also-
inspector is with you. I know that he doesn't kill needlessly.
Well, I've never seen him kill anyone in 2 days that I've known him. Although he does eat meat, so, you know, it's a point against him.
Have you seen him eat?
Yes.
I saw him stare at a thing of beer in the cubbyhole for a really long time in a concerned. Well, I can't.
Kind of looks over at you like, oh,
I couldn't tell if he was concerned or not, but he stared at it for a long time, and then went to bed on the bed that spins. It was really fun.
she just kind of
He has a way
rolls her
of making things
eyes.
sound a lot awkward. Then
We invited people to come and spin it with us, but then he said that they would have taken it the wrong way.
So Vasira is the one that I'm quite sure is behind that assassination.
It's a very bold claim for the head of my order.
Yeah, well, you know,
He's mean.
have you known me to just...
And what evidence do you have, Inspector?
The Grand Maester told us he was mean.
That's speculation. All I can give you is
But
speculation.
the Grand Maester was the Grand Maester, so everything he says is important.
This,
So you do drink the wine, don't you?
Oh, I've never had any wine. Unless what you gave me was wine.
no. That was... You... Technically, you should not have consumed that.
What did you gave?
You're fine.
She looks for you a little like confused, like why you are tripped a little bit, and she's like, "Stay around, and you won't have to be trapped."
My nose is itchy.
That's too bad.
Okay, but I didn't kill the Grand Maester. Can I itch my nose?
Can you
Milos, will
Tell
you itch
me.
my nose?
What do you know happened to the other groups?
I don't know anything about what happened to the other groups.
Yeah.
We said they were dead. Oh, we weren't supposed to say anything.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything. My nose is just itchy.
You would be a very bad poker player.
Oh, I am. Don't insult her. I love your hair. It's so pretty.
Thank
Oh my
you.
god.
You say something back?
What is this with you two? We are trapped right now.
Yes, but I don't think that she's gonna kill us because plus then we already dead.
It's true.
If she can itch her nose, I'd consider that a compliment.
She looks over at Titan and like you feel the stone kind of come up and like move like the What?
Oh, that's actually
That's Titan.
one of the best.
Well, Reese is tight now. Oh, I'm not supposed to tell you that either. Boy, I'm not gonna talk anymore.
Yeah. It's best to just maybe not. Okay, look. I can't give you the proof yet. All I have is what I've seen.
One question. Yesterday, I wasn't able to summon my Titan Aggie. What do you know of this?
He was in danger and being corrupted, and then we fought him, and then Reese jumped inside of him or something, and now he's Titan. Reese was missing, but we found him.
Who was Reese?
Oh, he was working with the Grand Maester.
She,
my friend.
she flips out a small pocket book and she asks you for his full name.
The Grand Maester told us not to trust the summoners in the city, though. We were summoned in the city.
Well, either trust me or I take you to jail.
You're too pretty to not be trusted. I give him a name.
Was she full of compliments? I thank you.
I've known her 3 days.
It's been a fun 3 days.
Well,
You've made quite a mess in my city, and I would like very much for you to leave.
you're not going to arrest me the pillow from the cubbyhole, are you?
A pill?
Pillow.
That's between you and the cubbyhole.
Captain?
A souvenir.
You always keep a souvenir from the hotel.
Trying to leave the city because we were told I can't. We'll talk too much. We're just trying to leave the city. I want to go home.
I'm going to hold you all of this, especially you, Inspector. You bring me back information that you find out about the Grand Maester's death.
Sure, they don't hurt me.
I don't... Is he a person that they have arrested?
No, he's Titan now.
What is she talking about?
I'm
What do you mean? Did they ate him?
No, Titan was stolen out of the chamber, and then we went to go find it, and they were corrupting him. And the corrupted Titan, and then Reese jumped into Titan to keep the primal from murdering us.
He looks very confused. There is no insight check needed for this. This is all information that is above and
I do remember I was there, and that's pretty much what went down.
Don't tell anybody. You haven't straight up hurt us, pitching us. Well, I trust you a little more than the other people in the captain.
That's good.
And also, this is the second time that you've this is the second time you've met under circumstances.
Right.
Anyway, I'm uncomfortable.
I mean,
My nose is still itchy. Like, it's itchy again. I think it gets itchy when I'm nervous.
Right.
anyway. You agree to these terms, and I'm willing to let you go, but if I see you in my city again out, my knowledge will arrest you and turn you in.
What are your terms and how do we contact you when we come in?
Don't worry about that. I will know when you're in my city again.
Oh, that's enough.
Hmm?
Oh, that's enough.
I won't steal any more pillows. I don't like getting arrested. I've really only been arrested twice, and both times by you, you're really good at your job.
Thank you. What is... Why am I... Okay. Anyway. Do you all agree to these terms?
I don't know what the terms are.
The terms are you leave my city, but you bring me information, send me information about what you find out about the Grand Maester's death.
But we'd have to be here to do that because he was killed here, right?
The Guardian's reach is further than this city.
Okay, letters.
And whatever you said about this corrupted Titan, I want more information on that as well.
Well, we're just corrupted, so we're going to go help that. Shut your mouth.
As you didn't say shut your mouth.
You didn't. I didn't say anything.
Garuda is corrupted
No,
now?
he's fine.
And she has Titan drop the jails around the surrounding bureau, and she says, "Follow me."
Are we going to jail? I think I missed something.
You're not going to jail. You're leaving my city.
Oh, good.
So she leads you up to one of the areas on the wall next to one of the towers. and you hear her shouting some orders, and you see a couple of guards like spread out across the wall, and she form a staircase up the outside of the wall for you guys to climb. And you are now, if you follow her, you are now up in one of the tallest towers on the wall, and you're looking down into the valley to the north road. But you can see quite a ways to the north. The basin is for this basically hollowed out volcano. And you remember the roads that lead in, they go through a cave. For those of you who did come into the city, most of you haven't really been outside of the city. You, Asher, you and Marquies, the first time that you would travel outside of the caldera. So, yeah, exciting times. The big boys leaving the city. But she gets to the top first, and she unsummons Titan, and then she starts casting another spell, and you see as she summons a Garuda Eggy. And she says, I don't think that...
Oh, not yet. She's just in danger.
Right. Anyway,
Just like completely ignoring everything now, and I'm just like playing with Garuda.
all right. Yeah, you see this form of a winged woman, tiny little winged woman, sheathed in this green aura, a little bit of a breeze coming off her, and she says, we take this exit when we need to get from the wall to wall. It's not for the faint of heart, so please tightly. And you see as Garuda focuses on this crystal that's on the top of the tower here. And she just kind of smiles. You see as Garuda focuses on this crystal on top of the tower, and this green like stream energy like goes down and it hits another point off our distance. You see as the summoner is going over to the corner and unfurling this large glider, and she places it on top of the energy beam that you see coming. There's enough room for all of you to sit. There are no straps on this ride.
Oh, this is fun.
Yes.
Becky, hop on. Hesitate.
All right.
Totally hop on too.
Then,
Oh yeah.
all right. Asher and the city boys as well. Milos. Looks like Milos is kind of sitting in the center and like holding on to the. He's probably the biggest boy here. He's him and Ash are probably keeping everybody seated as best as they can. So you sit on your feet dangling on this bench on this giant glider.
And hold on, because she's the smallest and she's got wings, so she might just get sucked right off.
Don't have any wings.
Yeet.
Oh. Okay.
But yeah, you guys sit on, and she says, "Hang on." And you feel this rush of air behind her. It takes her wings, and she just goes like whoosh, and you catch it at the back, and you all have to like hang on tightly. But the glider takes off, and this is probably the fastest any of you really. This thing is clicking along at about 80 feet per round. So it fast. You're hitting the G-forces pretty well, and it's not slowing down as you get closer to the caldera wall.
Oh, well.
Well, we're gonna die, or
Is there a way to control this thing?
Doesn't seem to be.
just trust that we'll be fine.
Oh, I know how the death row goes. I don't know about you.
So yeah, you guys are getting closer to the caldera wall, and it looks kind of spiky, but it's leading into another tower on the caldera wall. But you guys are not slowing down at all. There is only probably about 120 feet. All of a sudden, you're at 80 feet, 60 feet, and It's slowing down.
Maybe it's.
And then poof, you catch this giant gust of air like from this other Garuda eggie that is on the other side, right in your faces, and you come spilling out of the cart as it lands at the caldera wall.
That was fun. It was fun. It was fun until we landed. Yeah. Do it again. We can't. We gotta run away. Okay.
So, seems like this portion of the caldera wall is not guarded.
Oh.
Or if there have been guards, maybe they've been summoned away.
Let's leave.
Yeah.
There's a pair of stairs that lead down into the cave of the caldera wall and out the northern exit. No guards to stop you.
Oh yeah, we did it. We made friends and they helped us.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was a bad little bitch. I like it. Just help. Yeah, a little bit. On some things. Oh, I'm just really bad at not talking when I get nervous.
A long journey to get our size off back there. So we're going to have to find some stops along the way.
You guys get your backpacks and stuff, so you have your supplies.
Okay.
Yeah, you are good.
I've got my backpack and a pillow. Hey, let's go camping.
Okay.
You did grab a tent. You guys did supplies, so you do have a tent.
Did you make sure that you got non-meat options for the supplies? Anything about rations?
I'm not exactly sure that this constitutes as either meat or vegetable. Or fruit.
Well, okay.
Dried surprise bag.
It's dried and has corners.
Are you talking about you or are you talking about the food?
The food.
Oh, okay.
I don't have corners.
So you guys make it to the gate. The first time you city boys are seeing the forest in front of you. It's about what that? You've traveled outside the city?
Yeah. I've been to other cities though.
Asher, have you been outside the city? So this is your first time seeing the forest.
Well,
I released my ears from the
it's like a park but bigger.
form back on and resummon Poppy.
Yeah, so Poppy still has all of her damage yet.
I figured she died,
Huh?
so then I had to resummon.
Oh, yeah. that's
She'd
fine,
probably
too.
have all of her stuff back.
Yeah. If Poppy dies, you have to wait a day to return.
Hey, I don't resummon Poppy.
And as you try to focus on and bring Poppy back, there is no answer.
We'll have to try again tomorrow. No summons today.
Okay.
Poppy doesn't want him back. Well, she can't. They went all over the show. She does. But she can't really die.
We said that very loosely.
She'll be back tomorrow.
Huh.
I didn't do anything else to summon. Summons are weird.
Huh. Right. Well, that's
too dead in her group.
great.
It's not the same. It's not the same kind of death as your kind of death. He came back. Poppy can come. Can I summon? I have to change up your whole look. To fit with
No.
Poppy.
No.
I'm gonna try to summon.
All right, so you guys get headed on the road. It is past midday now, so you probably have a good 6-7 hours travel time before it turns dark.
Okay.
We're definitely gonna see
As
it.
we're leaving the Becky kind of
They're really dead.
looks at the lighter and kind of stifles a little smirk, but it will only number if you want to see it.
All right. So,
We're gonna find there.
actively trying to find bear on the road?
No, when we get into the forest.
Oh, okay.
We're looking for bears.
So are you guys doing anything to pass the time? Anything, like I said, you have about 6-7 hours worth of good daylight travel left. All right. So we make it tonight. Are you camping off the road then, or nearby road?
Maybe the best, like near by the road, but like in the woods a little, just so we're on sight. What do you think?
Okay. How far off the road are you guys going?
Just
Enough to where the tree line can at least obscure us.
Okay, we'll say you guys get a good maybe 80 feet in.
Cool.
That'd be about if you guys have a small fire, probably would just be able to see the edge of the light. Somebody from the road might be able to, but
we don't
you have to get obscure.
oh god.
Not today. All right. So you guys set up your tent. Imagine you're doling out your rations. Are any of you doing anything before bed tonight?
I'm good.
All right.
I'll pull out the crystal maybe when everybody's like already sleeping. The crystal that
Are you taking first watch then?
Sure. First watch. I don't know how watches work. We're gonna do it.
Has anybody else explained watches to?
Well, we would have had to really talk about it before you take the first watch, because you don't know who you're going to wake up next.
Yep.
First, what does that mean?
I will take second watch.
Make sure that nothing bad comes up on us. Wake us up if something does. And after a couple hours, you'll wake up. Whoever follows you.
Something bad happens. Wake up, everyone.
You're gonna wake us all up, right?
I'm gonna take a pseudo dragon. Spike, be your friend. I love you. Do you want meat? I don't have meat. Do you want ration brick? I don't know if you'll eat that. I offer a chunk of ration.
It kind of gnaws on it.
Yeah, I didn't like it either. Maybe I'll get you some fresh eggs in the morning.
So who's taking third watch then?
Uh,
I'll say third.
Who's your third? Okay. Fourth watch.
I can.
that like bitch like take a watch and make me look bad, so I'll take 4.
Okay. All right. So that means that Asher, Marquies, the city boys, and Milos get to sleep all night. Cool.
And someone can join me if they want.
Oh, that's fine.
I wouldn't talk to you about yet.
I'm gonna go sleep.
I won't ask to see your face either.
I'm gonna go away and go to sleep.
So you had tent, Asher. You heading in tent as well, Milos? You heading in as
Yep.
well? All right. Everybody else heading in. You report to your own devices for a few hours. So go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Cool.
18.
18. You're used to the forest. It's not anything new to you. But the couple of days that you did spend in the city, maybe it was awfully quiet when you had slept in the city. So the noises of nature kind of are jarring for you a little bit. You hear what you think screams, which you're hearing,
She got really good hearing here.
nocturnal animals.
Every once in a while, she hear like a fox or something, and she'll be like, "That sounds dangerous." And she'll like open the tent door a little bit and be like, "Wait, I think it's a fox." Wait, that's not dangerous. No, it's a wolf. That one was a wolf.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, other than getting used to nature again, seems like it's just
Her ears
wild animals
doing
the tilty. Sure. Yeah, I mean, besides that, you watch what's pretty uneventful. So,
while she's on her watch, she'll pull out the crystal Reese gave her the people, and she'll look at it, think about it. She won't try to summon it or anything, but she's just like, she's looking at it, she's thinking, she's like, I'm afraid to summon you. It's not you. But I know you can help us. I also I think I told somebody that
it's kind of a little bit, but yeah, it doesn't.
She's at it tolerable walk.
Sure. So you're watching uneventful.
Milos,
Yeah.
I'm a wolf.
No.
But it's okay, because it was just a wolf.
I will keep my ears out and I'll tap them.
Perfect. You do have nice ears.
So do. And I will gesture to your ears in a grass.
Thanks. Myself.
Look at me.
That's the line.
I'll just scroll in bed.
Let's go ahead and make a perception check for your watch, please.
Oh, 7.
7. You've not been in this kind of wilderness before, so this is all new to these noise in this wilderness, and there is definitely a lot more animal noises than you are used to.
I'll definitely be a lot more like paranoid almost, like every sound that comes out will just pull that. I'm not obviously saying it out loud, kind of on edge.
Okay. So anything that you want to do during your watch?
Well, I'm definitely going to try and focus on potentially change out my totem.
Yeah. So go ahead and make me an Arcana check. So at least you feel the power of air here again. You also feel the power of and you also, because it is nighttime, feel the power of darkness.
Okay. I might try darkness.
Okay.
Just something different. and I will focus on that and like look at the stars, like now let the dark to kind of prepare the next day and be ready for that when the time.
All right. So the darkness into you, and the next time you cast your code, it will be darkness.
Uh-huh.
All right. So that is the end of your watch, and Dan will be up next.
Yep. So walk up to Din and like check to make sure Charlotte can just like slowly try and wake her up. Just calmly as I can and be like, Din, it's your turn.
Okay.
All right.
I managed to wake up like almost. Nothing else.
All right. So, Milos, you head back. Go ahead and roll a perception check for your watch. 11. You definitely sense the presence of other beasts in this area. It's like they're closing in. Trying to get a look at the small fire that you have going. Suddenly, you hear whistle of an arrow from somewhere up, and it lands right at your feet.
Oh, I'm screaming. I'm yelling.
You're just yelling, fuck. Maybe a perception check before you, or an investigation check before you yelling as you look at feet.
Oh.
20? Mm-hmm. This arrow is very familiar. This arrow looks like the tape that had been fleshed and made from feathers of a giant eagle that you know, or not a giant eagle. Give me a second here. Where is it? So we're gonna find it again. Yeah, it's so it's like very giant people, and they are tied to a darker that you would recognize through near your village. And you somewhere the darkness is saying so loudly I can shock you in the here's a movement. Says, here to pay back in. You see now this giant eagle go diving towards you, and that is where you will end this episode.